will just be grabbing this hero. But in general, like you said, the Void Spirit, I do like this a lot. The main reason in my mind is the fact that Puck's still in the pool, and it's an incredibly strong first phase pick. And so why not just counter that out with that Void Spirit? But this is something we'd see. The 8th,
Yeah, sometimes I see the ancient apparition. Be Eternal Envy running this in the bottom lane rather than it being an alchemy. Regen from the Alchemic Rage anymore, as to how Electronic Boys is going to can pick up something like Wraith King. They can pick up Troll Warlord. I think I prefer Wraith King a little bit here, though.
yeah.
Grab the AA.
Wow, they do go for it. I mean, Wraith King would. You've got a little bit of kill potential. You know, they just get ran over by the
They got rid of the...
I mean, Monkey King is still in, and it's a good Monkey King game. Despite, I mean, it's rough against Ancient Apparition and stuff, but like core matchup-wise, it's pretty solid.
10 seconds.
It's just you're then running 3 melee cores.
5 seconds remaining.
Which is not the best if you're playing against Phantom Assassin.
Ban out the Puck. They ban out the Storm Spirit. Interesting. Want to be able to protect this Ancient Apparition on the back line. Obviously, they want him to always be able to get off his ultimate inside these team fights, which is one of the main reasons that I see them banning out those 2 heroes.
Yeah.
Storm and Puck to be able to burst him down. But it doesn't reveal a whole lot about how Electronic Boys want to round out their draft.
Slaughter would have been a good pick. Slaughter would have been a really good pick. Has a lot of really good base stats for the lane, and despite, you know, one of the biggest things that makes Alchemist good in the safe lane is just the fact that Acid Spray has like 4 armor reduction level 1. I think that's what it is. I'll double check, but when we get in game, but I'm pretty sure it's 4 armor reduction level 1. And combine that with a Crystal Main's root or just the Crystal Nova in general, I mean, you're going to be stuck inside that for a while. Okay, Mars.
Why Dota's the best game ever made? Because a number of months ago, it would have been, you know, unreasonable to think they would pick anything other than Magnus last year. And now the game is just completely different.
Oh my god. Don't bring it back. Don't ever let me see that meta again.
5 seconds
that was so frustrating.
They grabbed the Magnus though. The Mars though. I'm thinking about Magnus. They grabbed the Mars. It's a pretty solid pickup here, being able to trap heroes inside the arena.
It's actually really good against the Alchemists because it does have a decent amount of burst early game, but it mainly sets up for the Ancient Apparition, and that's what they were lacking. Other than Clockworks like Hook Shot or a Void Spirit, they didn't really have anything. And now suddenly Alchemist will need a BKB relatively early in this game if he wants to survive in these fights.
The arena's gonna hold him in place for the Apparition. Drop that Ice Blast onto him. Byzantine Raiders, they have a lot of time left to decide how they want to round this draft out. But a number of options as well. They decide not to use it. Just go straight up to the Bat Rider.
That's a really good pick.
In my opinion, the Bat Rider was completely destroyed as a hero.
He definitely cannot farm like he used to, but he still is very much the same against heroes that he is good against, and Void Spirit and Mars they struggle a lot against the Bat Rider.
Now, yeah, but hear me out here. Your base damage on Bat Rider is absolutely pathetic.
Yeah, you're not going to see us the first few waves.
Yeah. You're like splashing water on somebody or something. You're not getting any CS. You get, what, like 3 damage per sticky napalm stack? You have like 5 stacks in the creep wave?
Is it 3 or 5? It might be... We'll see. We'll see in game. I don't know the exact number. It's something like that, though.
Yeah, but it's like awful. And you get half damage on creeps. You have to keep in mind how they changed that one around. So you have like 5-6 stacks of sticky napalm on the creep wave, and then Red 2 still dealing more damage to the creeps than you.
Dude, nice. Just do last hit trainer with techies. You'll be fine.
No, what is it? The Cobalt Taskmaster Challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get as many last hits as you can. It's like 14 damage.
Dude, easy. No big deal.
Yeah, I don't know. Red 2 is definitely going to have the advantage of the first couple of creep waves. There's the kill threat coming up in the Bat Rider, but I think if you play it well on Red 2, then he'll come out on top in the lane phase. Eternal Envy is going to have to do some heavy lifting this game. He's the only one that's going to be pumping out tons of damages as on, and he will eventually get out carried by Phantom Assassin. So I think ease of execution, this game should be a bit easier for Electronic Boys, but you definitely do have the ability to win this with your draft on Byzantine. Alchemist is very strong.
Absolutely. All right, game 2 here. Electronic Boys versus Byzantine Raiders. Draft-wise, Neff, what are you thinking? Who has the edge? Is there an edge? Are we on a bridge colliding with one another? I don't quite know.
The edge is for Electronic Boys.
You think so? All right. I believe it.
Prepare for battle.
I like seeing all teams win, but only one of these people are on top. But once again, for anybody who's just tuning in right now, this is a relegation match. Whoever loses this best of 3 series gets knocked out of the lower division. Not only that, loser gets no money. Winner gets $7,000 today.
It's a lot of money, man.
You lose, you get nothing.
What's that meme? You get nothing. Good day, sir. I believe that's how it goes.
You know what that one's from, right?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
What do you do for fun?
What? Have you heard of the game called Dota 2?
You don't play that either. You did.
I did.
But,
I mean, I don't know. I got like 10,000 hours in the game.
actually, you've been playing a lot lately.
Just lots of casting, you know. We had like 1,000 hours of casting last year.
Been playing a lot of in-houses.
Yes.
That one in tournament games.
Yeah, those are a disaster.
We're playing any pubs.
I did play a pub last night, actually. I went 19-2 and 19 on Monkey King. The hero's quite good.
We're clear for running.
I feel like I didn't even play well. I just got kills. I just walked around and I was like, oh, cool. That hero's dead. Very neat. Don't know how it works, though.
Maybe you do play and you are alright. Teleport up here to the top lane. Shader. Economic damage. Loses 90 gold. I'm sure he'll make it back. Important for him to be able to defend Eternal Envy, secure him that early game. He did end up getting Acid Spray at level 1, the -4 armor. It is incredibly good. I mean, it does physical damage as well, so it does a lot more than 20 damage a second once you lose all your armor.
As we're talking about, the Crystal Nova as well, combined with it, keeps you in that Acid Spray just that much longer. And you're basically just playing 0 armor on the Mars. Like, he has to go this Ring of Protection early, or else you're in the negative armor territory, which makes things so much worse.
Yeah.
Taken as well. Oh, Clockwork on the wraparound just snipes the other, and they will get the deny on this one. All right. Oh, never mind. Mid lane though.
Shit is this? Mid lane. Talking about that one.
Yeah. What is this? I mean, A and B in red 2, Void Spirit versus Bat Rider. Now talk to us about it. What are we seeing here?
All right. It is, in fact, 3 extra damage on creeps for each stack of Sticky Napalm. 6 extra damage reduced by 50% onto the creeps, but he manages to zone red 2 just by keeping stacks up. And the fact that he's got CM on the team means you can spam that Sticky Napalm a little bit easier. Yeah, end up going Arcane Aura level 2, which is interesting. I really like going the 1-1-0 once I hit level 2. Oh, they commit onto Eternal Envy.
Yeah. Ooh, nice spear him away. So I actually am a little bit surprised. Yeah, wait a minute. You saw that, right?
I did. He went right through the cogs there. It's possible that he was at such an angle
That he went
cogs.
thread of the needle?
Thread of the needle, yeah. I've seen this happen with Shackle Shot before in the past.
Yes.
You hug the... I don't think you can do it anymore, but in the past, if you hugged like the edge of a tree while you were sprouted, you couldn't get the Shackle Shot connected onto you.
Nice. All right. That's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah. That was a little bit stupid what just happened, but whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll that'll never happen again. I think it was a visual bug. I didn't even see a spear. I don't know what you're talking about, Neff.
Like the Drow Ranger fish pick last game.
Yeah, exactly. Frugros. Just, we haven't really talked about bottom. Oh, wait a minute. Mid lane. And B, is he all right? Okay, yeah, he's just taking some heavy harass. The question is that a bottle coming out? It is. All right. So AMB going to be a little bit better off here in the mid lane, but CS-wise, I mean, it is a disaster. Red 2 is crushing this lane. Oh, beautiful remnant there set up onto the Bat Rider.
To try to commit onto Red 2, not much is going to come of this one, unfortunately. Red 2, careful there, buddy.
He is baiting A and B in. Oh, I was like, he is baiting him for another remnant into Resonant Pulse, but overall, I mean, Red 2 has farmed incredibly well. 25 CS after this range creep versus the 15 on the Bat Rider. It was almost close about a minute and a half ago, but it is getting further and further away.
You just scale a little bit better. Your abilities are better for taking CS. I mean, you have to build up so many stacks of this sticky napalm. A lot of time Void Spirit just can be able to walk away. I'm not sure he's gonna be able to grab this rune. Oh, beautiful use of that remnant there on red 2.
Did he get the rune?
He did.
I missed it. I was looking at bottom lane. What did he do?
Red 2 dropped the remnant up here on the high ground, pointing it.
Okay.
That way pulled him back away from the creeps.
Yeah, red 2, just a phenomenal gamer. Bottom lane, PA, falling incredibly low, but will survive. Full duration shackles, yeah. Bouncing back and forth between the lanes. No first blood yet. Almost 5 minutes into the game. That's pretty unusual, honestly, for the North American scene. Normally, these guys are pretty blood hungry.
Neither team has tons of kill potential, though. I mean, he tried to rotate the mid here on AA, but you have the Clockwork playing against a Bat Rider. You can't trap him with the cog. He's going to Firefly over them. Kill potential there is limited. Byzantine Raiders are happy to bide their time right now. The Alchemist certainly isn't going to be able to kill anybody unless they drop super low.
Dire's middle tower.
2 and 2 on the bounty rings.
Run at NV.
Oh, double. Is he gonna be able to close the gap here? He is gonna be able to grab him with the cogs. Giant probably a little worried about throwing the spear this time. Oh, you know what? That might have been what happened. He might have God's rebuked him to the edge of the cog the first time.
No, he didn't.
He didn't? All right, well then I have no idea.
But Giant was, you know, the mental damage was there after messing that one up the last time, so he's just afraid to throw that spear.
Yeah, I mean, Envy might have died there if he went for the spear. If it latched him onto the cogs, you know, we don't know.
You might have. It's hard to say. Pretty tanky on the Alchemist. Lots of base strength on that hero. But he's not wanting to farm up the lane anymore. Instead, he'll grab these stacks that Crystal Maiden
have the spyglass at hand.
lane is made for him.
Haste.
Doesn't get the stack off here, though, with the 6 minutes. Gonna have to deal with the...
Double is just sacking so much experience, and a haste rune from red. I mean, do you double astral step for this? Remnant doesn't catch. There's no way. You cannot go onto the high ground. All right, they will leave. Double's like, hello, courier. How are you?
Dire's courier.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. Wards a stick. And slowing down that farm now for Envy. I mean, he's still level 4. A and B is just going to take the stack because he's afraid it's going to get taken. Alex going to go back top.
Is that really? Oh my god, that's exactly what he's going to do. And this happened so slowly because of this this nerf.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to clear out this stack over here.
No, not at all. It won't even be close.
In fact, he's going to leave it alone. He's going to leave that one for Envy. I'm sure Envy is complaining about that one, saying, my farm.
My farm. Yeah, Leicester is getting found by the Clockwork, and this is just great play by him. One more battery assault. Oh, it goes on over to Frugos. There's going to be the Frostbite. Clockwork now has to back. Frugos hits him with the shackle. This might be a kill going their way. Drops the cogs, trying to run away, but first blood goes to the Crystal Maiden. A nice save there by the Shadow Shaman.
Great rotation there by him. Just too much damage coming out. Almost managed to get to the CF. Kind of what I was expecting. It's like I guess an early kill from Clockwork over the Crystal Maiden, but they managed to turn that one around. Pretty nice. Still, you're not getting farm on heroes you want to find farm on. The Alchemist only sitting at 29 and 2 as far as CS goes.
I mean, look at net worth, Neff. He is the lowest core on net worth.
Yeah, that is the opposite of how...
That's not how Alk works.
Exactly, but...
Oh, the arena comes out top lane. Envy gonna get screwed to the wall. He's definitely dead. No. Respecting the Mars's damage.
But right now your options are so limited. I mean, Clockwork, you know, his issue is that he struggles to harass people inside the lane, but when you're in the jungle by yourself, you struggle to deal with this here. He's just able to battery assault you down. You're not level 6 yet on the Alchemist either. They're just punishing the fact that he's under leveled at the moment. Once he gets Alchemic Rage, he could probably survive the Clockwork running at him, but for now, here he is sitting at 2.6k now worth of 8 minutes with the Elf.
Radiant using
they have a ward sentry here, actually, watching Red 2 go from mid lane all the way into the jungle. Envy should have full knowledge of this in the mid lane, so there's no way he can go down to this. Void Spirit just gonna go back to farming.
Sentry.
Ooh, bottom lane. A and B's gonna scout A, B1 their speed now, just gonna try and run away underneath the tower. There's a TP coming in from the Void Spirit. They could try and turn this around. A lot of damage. They're gonna find Frugos Shackle, or Lasso rather, coming out onto Speed's PA, but just Phantom Strikes on over and gets a kill on a Shadow Shaman. Lasso down.
Way. Double A thought about TPing down there, but they realized the fight was over, so we just need to run up inside the mid lane, get his level 6 a little bit quicker, and Giant pressuring the top tier 1. Usually how he plays his off lane is, even when we saw him on the Timbers was it last week?
That sounds about right.
Mind his own business for a while, pressure the towers.
Another arena. Look at this guy go. Takes him down with that battery assault. There's a TP coming in from the Pango. Eternal Envy is here. A Remnant, however, from Red 2 gonna cancel that TP, and now Envy, his ultimate just expired. They're pinging him out. They might go for this. Player on down. They do see him, but they'll just settle for the tower.
He's got a lot of movement speed with those phase boots, so it's a bit of a struggle for Red 2 to be able to catch up with him, but that's going to slow down his farm even further. Yes, he's managed to catch up a little bit. He's staying at the top of the net worth again, but not by enough.
Is under attack.
In fact, he's tied right now with this Phantom's ass. Yeah, not by enough is he sitting at the top of the net worth. He is doing a pretty bad job. This Phantom's ass is going to finish the battle fury. Probably only like a minute slower than he is on the Alk.
Yeah, I mean they're like dead. They're like dead even in net worth right now.
Yeah.
I mean Alk will get there quite a bit faster now that he has 3 points in Greevil's Greed, but yeah, you're right.
Not that much. Actually, it's going to be very, very close. You might just get it first on PA because, yeah.
Oh, he does. He doesn't have boots. Oh my gosh, PA's actually going to get it first.
Now that's what I call speed.
Last game, speed was role playing, going for all the movement speed this game. Who needs it? He's a Phantom Assassin. 11-minute Battle Fury Nef. That has to be a tournament record right now. Bottom lane, Clockwork gonna get found out by 2. A-Blast does come in, clips 3. Shaman does have the wards, can drop these for the tower. Fortification comes out. I'm assuming they drop him for the tower.
They've got the catapult. It's pretty greedy not using. I think if you saw a teleport come out, you drop the wards and start to back up.
They're just gonna tank it. Okay. Yeah, they'll just tank the tower. Surprised we're not seeing any rotation. Instead, they're looking for Envy here. They got the vision. Red 2 sitting around on the high ground. His ultimate does expire. He's just going to clear up his creeps. Oh my gosh. The economic damage.
The mental damage Envy's receiving here. I mean, this is exactly what they need to do. We talked about this during the draft. They have no other hero that's going to start carrying this game for them. It's got to be the Alchemist. I mean, last time you had the Templar Assassin. If Envy didn't do a great job on the Night Stalker, or ended up getting shut down, they can fall back up.
Wrap around on a Giant. A great find. Hookshot comes out. The lasso, however, will take him down, unable to get that arena off. And now Envy and friends going to be pursuing. But Red 2 does a lot of damage. The cogs perfectly placed. They're blocking off so much of this chase. It's just gonna be a 1-for-1, a big win there for Byzantine, honestly. Coordinated CSing here so he can't self-deny with the wards.
Not bad, not bad. And speaking of you know, picking up some of those extra units there, Envy actually started farming up the power cogs, trying to take full advantage of his Greevil's Greed there. Nice little play by him.
Yeah.
Now finishing up his Battle Fury. But he's struggling. Now 12, almost 13 minutes into the game, and hide and see with this Phantom Assassin. Not gonna get out of there, Envy.
Oh, I didn't even realize how low his HP was. Oh, he has ult now. He's fine. He's fine. Yeah, I mean, right now the game's looking quite good. It's just almost dead even on net worth. Not even a 500 gold advantage. Slight XP advantage for E-Boys. But Red 2, I mean, he's just scouting out AB1 here on the Batrider. They're going to see Cube as well. He's stuck on the high ground. He's going to have to pop that shield crash to get down. They'll stun up Giant. A and B, no lasso for 30 seconds, but Hookshot comes out, doesn't connect. Giant debating on dropping that arena. Envy, he's the one who's come in as well, and they're just going to settle for the Pango. Nice arena. Great catch there by Red 2. An easy pick off for them.
Forgive my men.
Got their eyes on Envy right now. They do see that he got his Battle Fury. His Ultimate Rage is on cooldown at the moment. I'm not sure if they do realize that one. I'll activate it at the start of that. They don't want to commit on to him as they already dropped it. They're holding this.
They're going to be able to jump in. CM gets caught. The Simulate's there, but Red 2, he's out of spells. One Astral Step left, but with double, the rest of the boys rotating in. Battery Saw will be able to take down Light Shader. Giant hits it with that God's Rebuke. And another big one going their way. I mean, E-Boys just shutting down the areas of the map that Byzantine want to try and farm on this Alk. I mean, they're just playing so aggressive right now, and I love it.
Continue to put the pressure on. One of the issues, they aren't amazing at taking towers right now. They're going to need, I guess, BKB to Yasso
Rolling Thunder for the Ancient Apparition. He's going to try and hug the wall, but Cube able to set him up before he can get there. Frugo's going to finish off that kill.
AB1 does go down. One thing that AB1 has been doing pretty well so far is he's been holding this Ice Blast in case they decide to quit onto the Alchemist. They don't have enough damage to really burst him down instantly right now, so taking him down underneath that Alchemic Rage would be pretty difficult. As long as they hold onto that Ice Blast, you know, save it for like a stun or save it for when the A is pretty close to the Alchemist, they are going to be able to bring him down over the course of a couple seconds. Instant damage isn't there yet.
Dyer's middle tower.
I mean, Speed's just gonna go for a basically Battle Fury into BKB. He just wants to go. His boy's basically Sonic.
You really do, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't hate a Desolator here, just so they'd have a little bit more damage on their towers. But you want to be playing this one pretty fast. You're doing a pretty good job of shutting down the Alchemist right now.
Ooh, Giants found Cube. There's, oh, is he gonna be able to get the ward or the rune? He does. Cube, is he actually gonna get out of here? No Rolling Thunder for another second, and now that Clockwork has closed the gap. Can't get that spell off. However, Swashbuckle away. Cube, hook shot comes in. Such a close escape. Cube almost makes it out, but there's gonna be the arena pit. Wait a minute, what? Oh, she hit the wall and then the cogs and got pushed out of arena. Okay, that was interesting. And now mid lane, they might be able to get it now that the catapult is here. You said they do lack tower damage, but Cardi, pretty good at that. Red 2 pops an Arcane Rune, just threatening A and B here.
Tower just got knocked down.
All this has been space for Eternal Envy. Not the most space, but allows him to, you know, catch up, get ahead of this Phantom Assassin again. He's not going for that BKB. You mentioned this one, such an important pickup for him to be able to get outside of that arena, so he's able to dodge the Ice Blast.
Yeah.
This Ancient Apparition has one job this game, and it's Alchemist has got to be pretty wary of that one.
Again, just holding the dire jungle here. There is a ward in the middle of the river that scouted this whole rotation, so Byzantine Raiders should be safe. You have BKB finished on the Alchemist. I mean, he is so afraid. Envy cannot really farm on the hero right now. However, they will find double. Hookshot is available, but Cube also will be able to set a Rolling Thunder right onto the Ancient Apparition. Giant, no arena for 20 seconds. Albino Zebra be the first one to die, and double Hookshots his way over to a creep camp, but Envy speared away for at least the time being. Cube now found by Red 2. Beautiful re-initiation for him, but Swashbuckles away. Double still goes down in the end. 2 down now for the side of E-Boys, and they're chasing down Giant Light Shader. Just offering some mental assistance for his team as Envy will pick up that one. A 3-for-0. Envy didn't even have to pop the BKB.
No, I mean, Arena was on cooldown that fight. AA Blast off the mark, so they were never really in any threat, but now fight's finally starting to go the way of Byzantine Raiders. This Phantom Assassin needs to build a couple things to be able to participate. This BKB not done yet, so that was one of the timings where the Byzantine Raiders definitely had the advantage. Never really in any danger. I think it was like the smart move, just holding that BKB, not drop it, and let Saw and Arena come out.
Yeah.
A bit greedy sometimes. BKB is now finished on Speed, so I think that Speed will start participating a little bit more, but you've given Byzantine Raiders a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we did see a Bullwhip drop there for Phantom Assassin. I would guess that's going to be moving its way on over to the Clockwork or the Mars, maybe. Yeah, it's on Clockwork. It's just such a good item for this hero. That HP regen, the mana regen, he can just whip his boys into shape, get him in and out of the fight.
Pick up Vambrace. It'll probably go towards the Void Spirit. Void Spirit's holding on the Essence Ring at the moment, though. We'll see. Certainly pass it to somebody. Speed's going to continue to farm up regardless of having this BKB done. Now going for the Desolator next. Don't think he's going to have it before Alchemist picks up this MKB that he's working on right now. But if you get the jump on the Alch with the Desolator, I mean, you're punishing him for having very little armor. You're able to blow him up just instantly.
Yeah,
Alch is looking like he wants to do that as well, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you just need one stun onto the Alch to start the fight, and there's plenty of follow-up, and that AA Blast will connect. I mean, if you get the hookshot cogs onto the Alchemist, there's no way he survives if the PA is there to follow up.
Better here is it dealing with the Alch as the game goes on as well. An instant damage. A little ways away from that one, though. Frogos hasn't really, I wanted to look at him. He hasn't really had the chance to split push waves or drop wards on tower just due to the massive map control they have on E-Boys, the constant pressure they've been trying to put on Envy. Been forced to play a little bit closer to his team, play pretty safe. He's being very careful with his positioning this game, though. He's probably going to sit inside this triangle for a little bit and shove out the mid and the bottom lane. Yeah,
until they take bottom tier 1, it's really difficult to play into this triangle because there's just that extra vision here that protects it. Plus, you can't really get a ward in there unless you smoke for it.
Amazing what you're
Shaman hiding in the trees. Bounty runes are out. 2 immediately picked up here on Byzantine, and Mars will blink back, take 1. There is a haste rune top. The Radiant do see this. It's going to be grabbed by Speed. They scan the Roche pit, but they're not in there. AMB, he doesn't have Blink Dagger, but he sees Red 2 here. This is a hard hero to initiate on.
Got Quicksilver, Amulet, and Boots of Travel, though, so we can move very quickly. And when he pops that, Firefly is going to have even more movement speed. Envy now done this MKB, so if he could get on top of Speed, he does have the potential to blow him up. They get that lasso off.
Speed. Ooh, he's under the cover. The hookshot comes in. They find the Pango. The spear is there. A blast. Is it going to hit Envy? This is a big deal. He can't get away. He has BKB, but he's going to have to use it. In comes Speed, the crit. Envy, will he be able to survive? One more blinks forward. He's going to be able to get him. Oh, A blast has expired. Envy ready to turn around. Speed now gone a little bit too far. Shackled underneath the tower, but his team here to offer some assistance. Speed does go down. Unable to take down the Alchemist. It's a 2 for 2.
Couldn't quite get that shatter off from the AA Blast, just lasting 10 seconds.
Oh,
everybody
great
did what
find.
they needed to in that fight, but...
Well, Spirit does pull the Batrider. Frugos is in trouble as Red 2 just rotates on over, goes for the Shackle, and he dies in the end. Okay, so they thought they were able to take down the AA there. He almost dies, but...
Using the Shadow Shaman for that one. Been pretty good with his positioning on AB1. Giant as well, just able to get that spear off immediately. There's the Batrider.
I mean, that fight is a big one for Envy, right? He doesn't go down. He able to continue farming, get his way closer to that Assault Kuros. Meanwhile, PA, right? Sidelined. I feel like... What do you do in these fights? Do you target the Alch if you hit him with that AA blast, or do you have to just ignore him and go for the rest of the team?
I mean, the BKB will eventually run out, but at the moment it's a problem. I mean, that one was a 10-second BKB, so we can walk out of whatever spells you use. You cancel them down with the dagger at that point. So Envy is just going to be able to walk away. I can't tell if you're going for the Basher or the Basher or the Desolator next, but you need to be able to blow him up, and he's going to be able to run away from you a lot of the time when you're on this PA. I feel
like it has to be Deso.
Yeah. You wouldn't wait too far because you try to get like multiple Phantom Strikes off onto him, and it's only a level 1 Ice Blast. So, the dot isn't lasting that long, and there's all sorts of issues there. As the game goes on, you have more solutions to this Alchemist, but they're playing it fairly well, but just a little bit too aggressive there on speed. They're not at that point in the game yet. Yeah, it's going to be the Deso. Got the second Mithril Hammer. Just build Mithril Hammer again and again. This game is the gameplay.
Yes, I love it. I feel like if you don't have the Desolator, you're just going to severely lack the burst damage you need, right? Like, even Basher is like good for control, but PA does need that burst damage. And Desolator definitely gives it to her.
Attack.
All right, smoke up here from E-Boys. No vision from Byzantine Raiders. A flare right. He does have his BKB completed. We talked about that before. Well, they see Cube, though. Yes, they do. This is a great initiation. Oh, he gets the blink. The smoke had popped and Speed not under the cover of Blur. Great reaction time there from Cube. They actually smoke up immediately on the side of Byzantine. Albino Zebra, he's going to go down here, and he's such a big part of their fight. You just need to cut your losses.
Without him, Envy feels super confident. Because of that, they're just going to walk right into the Roche pit. Drops the acid spray down. It's a lot of minus armor and drops the wards too. You don't have buyback available on AB1 either. If he could, just they could take such a big fight here, given the fact that this Pango ult is currently on cooldown. But they figured he would have bought back already if they had it.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I mean, maybe you get Light Shader, Speed jumps in. Lasso ends up finding the PA, they jump in, Envy gets the Aegis. You just immediately controlled. That Void Spirit didn't get to do anything, and now Speed trying to just run away, Blink strikes away, pops that blur, but Envy in pursuit as well as AMB pushes him right back. A-Blast way off the mark.
Little mistakes heavily punished here.
That is a huge win there for the side of Byzantine. Getting that Aegis on over to the Alk. I mean, they overcommit. It feels like you didn't need to go for that Roche fight, but AMB, nice reaction time there, getting that lasso onto that PA to start it off.
Finish up grabbing that Aegis, and yeah, the Aegis was basically already gone once you lost that Ancient Apparition. You want to kind of limit these losses that you take, but you end up making them even worse when you commit to these bad fights. I mean, Ancient Apparition is so incredibly important. It is only Envy that you're worried about pumping out damage in these team fights. It's something you have to keep in mind, and you gotta protect your Ancient Apparition on the back line so you can always get off that Ice Blast and threaten Envy. As long as he's running away with the Ice Blast on him, I think they're doing okay. Oh.
Frugos also had incredible reaction time. He immediately caught the Void Spirit in a Hex, and as soon as he came in, so managing to avoid the AoE silence of that Resonant Pulse and then just hexing up and shackling that Void Spirit. I mean, he just stood no chance. The damage there from Envy. Void Spirit's one of these heroes that doesn't want to, you know, kind of 1v1 duke it out. He just uses spells, goes in and out of the fights. Smoke up once again from Byzantine. They're going to right onto the triangle here. Giant sees him. Gets the blink off. BKB popped on the Bat Rider. Glimmer Cape protecting double. AB1 underneath the tier 2 tower cube. He's just going to Rolling Thunder and follow. Hookshot comes out, holding him in place, but AB1, he just dies. The BKB expired to turn around. There's the shackles. The Abyssal Blade holding him in place. Alf held into the side of the arena. This is a terrible place to be. He's stuck inside the wards. He does have those phase boosts to get out, but it is a 5v1. Eternal Envy pops his BKB trying to escape, but Red 2 with boys in pursuit dagger. He gets that stun off, but an ultra kill for Speed. Oh boy, Byzantine has gone just a little bit too deep.
Yeah, they wanted to kill that Ancient Apparition so bad, or grab anybody. They just think a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further. That's exactly how Speed died up in that top lane, diving the tier 2, going way too far. And after you pop that Alchemic Rage, you know, it becomes quite easy for them to blow you up. Didn't matter that you had the BKB up as you came back in that game, absolutely torn apart from this Phantom Assassin with this Desolator. He went all in for an aggressive playstyle on this Alk too, you know, MKB, Battle Fury, Abyssal Blade. Yes, he ended up getting the second item BKB, but he is not able to survive when his team isn't there to save him.
Hookshot mid, off the mark on the Pango, but just the burst damage and control is there. AMB, they force his BKB as well. Just fantastic pickoffs and positioning from E-Boys here, just waiting. I mean, they came out here, immediately dropped super aggressive wards because they know that they want to be pushing these two lanes, and it ends up netting them a kill and potentially more as they're looking for bottom lane now. They see Lightsaber, they're pinging him out at the moment. Giant's just gonna blink in. He's going. He's gonna find the Crystal Maiden. Spears are against the wall. Red 2 with a Remnant to simulate. They get another. And AMB has no BKB and is behind the tower. Shackles onto the Void Spirit. Giant here to help. There's gonna be the Arena holding them in place, but a two-man stun from the Alchemist. A-Blast off the mark once again. They take down the Void Spirit. Giant Spear not gonna do anything against a BKB'd Alchemist, as he will just get beat down. And now Clockwork on the backside. Your PA just wasn't here.
Yeah. The PA wasn't there. She was farming the creep king at the start of that one. When the PA saw that the Ice Blast was off the mark there, she opted not to go in that fight, which was the correct play.
Yeah.
It's hard to fight the Alchemist when you don't have that AA Blast onto him. So I do like how the Speed decided to take that fight, or rather not take that fight. So you mitigate.
I was about to say we need to... Oh, go ahead.
No, you just mitigate your losses.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need to see a BKB on the Mars if he wants to stand a chance in these fights, and he does Q1 up immediately. I would like to see one on Void Spirit, or potentially just an Aeon Disc. One or the other are fantastic for this hero. I think Aeon Disc might be better in my opinion, but he is queuing up that BKB. And maybe not better. It's just different. It changes how you want to play the game, right?
Yeah. BKB is super important for both teams in this game, I feel.
Radiant
Makes sense to me.
for enemies.
An Elven Tunic pick up there for the Alchemist, level 21 now. He does go for the Cleave. I've seen a lot of Alchemists kind of go back and forth on the concoction damage and the Cleave. I don't know.
When you pick up the Cleave, it's usually a sign that you want to replace the Battle Fury as the game goes on, because you're able to clear out creep waves very quickly. They'll eventually get rid of that item. We still got a wand to get rid of, though, so he's not 6-slotted just yet, but Battle Fury will eventually be replaced. Tier 3 neutral items starting to drop, and the Titan Sliver now for the Phantom Assassin. A nice find. Dealing with that lasso a little bit quicker.
They smoke up here on E-Boys, and it looks like they're going to try and smoke on Byzantine here in the mid lane. All 5 heroes behind the tower, just baiting out this Alchemist. Trying to debate on what they're going to do. Light Shader Cube. They will see him. Oh, did they? No, just a ward here placed by Light Shader. Giant as well. Giant and friends just waiting. There's no vision on the high ground here, though, and they actually just assume it might be on the triangle. They are right.
They know where they are now that the flares come out from the clock. We're going to see what angle it came from.
Regeneration.
They'll continue to play on top of this high ground. They don't want to give up the favorable positioning for that team fight there, which is why they didn't end up going down. So if somebody could come up, they could find a pick off, and they could start running at the players on Byzantine. Otherwise, you don't try to run at the enemy. That would be a mistake to make. Envy?
He's got to be careful. He does almost have the AC, which will give him a lot of extra damage. Obviously, the evasion from the Elven Tunic, incredibly valuable. But there is an Abyssal Blade coming very soon on the PA. It's going on to the secret shop as we speak. She will have the money to complete it. A and B scouted by this deep ward that they haven't been able to remove, and they're just going to jump right in after him. The BKB comes out. The lasso, however, holding PA in place. He should be able to get away if they need to. The crit damage and a perfectly timed spear from Giant. They get him, and now Light Shader has just came right to his death. A triple kill for speed on the PA. And this is all without the Abyssal Blade, Neff.
All without the Abyssal Blade, which the Phantom Assassin is going to have very soon being flown out right now, I believe. Right?
Yep.
That sounds right. So, I mean, it was a little bit unlucky at the start of that engagement. He didn't get the bash off onto Envy as he... A and B as he tried to initiate onto him, but you know the clock was there with the hook shot. Giant was there with the arena. Managed to turn that one around. Managed to get that top tier 2 tower now. So outposts are going to be available. Even more map control, limiting the space that Envy has to farm. He's got his assault cross now, so he's able to survive getting blown up from this Phantom Assassin or jumping on top of him. But you don't have buyback. If you die here on Envy, you could just lose the game.
Yeah, and Frugo's going to get found by Red 2. An easy pick out for him. The Yules just waiting for boys to come on over, and a dagger from Speed finds it.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, hookshot mid. They found the Alp. The A blast, the Abyssal. Oh my god. Neff, you talked about it. They find him without buyback. It's huge. He is down. They buy back on the Shaman. Speed pops his BKB. Goodbye. Shadow Shaman on the backside. Light Shader bash. First hit. Triple kill for the Phantom Assassin.
I don't know what they do now. I just talked about that. This is the worst case scenario for them. I mean, yes, they have fortified. They can spam out spells a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that they just lose their racks here. They lost the Alchemist without buyback. He's gone for 65 seconds. He bought out for that assault cross. Oh, this is the worst case scenario, man. I mean, 3K now we're swinging 6K XP in that last team fight. Yeah, they're just trying to buy for a little bit of time by throwing out spells on the creep wave here. They still have fortified, but they opt not to pop it here. Their axe is gone.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. They're gonna like just kind of stall this out as long as possible, but there is no way you're stopping this.
Dire's middle barracks might fall.
There it goes. The extra armor corruption from PA's talent, from Orb of Destruction, Desolator. We're actually going down. They get back early. They're afraid of even dealing with 3 heroes. I mean, Cube can be pretty scary. He's almost got his Rolling Thunder back up. You don't want him bouncing off these walls near the ramp here and potentially giving up a team fight.
Invisibility.
All right, that's going to be it. Roche, number 2 of the game. I'm assuming, Speed probably just going to get rid of this circlet and take an Aegis. That seems pretty good.
Makes sense to me. Close to level 25. Now finishes a Lotus Orb on AA. I mean, if the team fights were hard before, I mean, suddenly you're reflecting so many spells. The Shadow Shaman, the Batrider, the Alchemist, the CM.
Yeah, and Red 2's gonna have a cheese as well. I mean, this game, it's a 3k gold lead for the side of E-Boys, and all of the net worth on Byzantine is on this Alchemist. AA mid lane does have this Lotus Orb protected at the moment. Envy doesn't want to throw the stun. He is gonna stun himself. A blast coming through. Oh my god, they're reflected. Envy just gets caught completely once again. Doesn't even get the BKB. He goes down. Frugos as well. The tips from the side of E-Boys as they take down 3, and now AMB being ran down. He will find the kill there onto Giant, but you've also got Cube on the Pango. It's a 4 for 2.
The only hero you have buyback on is this Pangolier. I mean, he's going to have to pop this one, but he can't provide anything without this Rolling Thunder. They lost everything right there. Envy has been dead for the last, like, 3 minutes of this game. He's got absolutely nothing. The PA is only 1,000 net worth behind the Alchemist right now. They're moving towards this top rack. They're not wasting any time here. Your backs are against the wall, and this is such an important match. They can't afford to lose this.
I mean, buyback-wise, the only one left is going to be AMB on the Batrider.
Yeah, forced to buy back here. Continuing to mount the pressure on now 6k net worth advantage. Envy, the moment he finishes this Assault Crass, I mean, you suddenly have all the tools you need in your kit to deal with them. This Abyssal Blade on the Phantom Assassin, always holding on to this Ice Blast on the Ancient Apparition. This is one of the issues with the draft of the Byzantine Raiders here, is they only really have to deal with the Alchemist. Otherwise, they can't pump out damage in the team fights. Once he's gone, there's nothing that they're able to do. So even though Ancient Apparition seems like a somewhat weak hero in this patch, he's your solution to the Alch. That's all you really need this game. You need like some sort of backup plan here. So now things are feeling kind of hopeless. I mean, they're moving around the jungle, potentially trying to find a pickoff, but get it out with a rocket flare here on this Clockwork. This game is so hard. Envy, I mean, he's 6 slotted already. What's he really gonna build to change his game and stop himself from getting blown up? His teammates need to start farming items. I feel like they need Lotus Orbs, they need Force Staffs in order to get him out of there, but his team definitely doesn't have the space to find that kind of farm. Coming out, leg from E-Boys. Looks like they're good to go though. Bino Zebra.
I don't know.
Other team hasn't said anything just yet. Looks like they're good to go though.
We're underway.
Ricky, well, what's the play here from Byzantine? I mean, again, your backs are against the wall, and it feels like the Alchemist is the only hero that's able to do anything, but they're specifically shutting him down in these fights.
I mean, I don't think there is a play you can make here. Even with BKB, I mean, it's down to 6 seconds. PA does not care anymore. She has the same net worth as your Alchemist, has this Aghanim Scepter and Aegis. Like, this hero will run over anybody she finds. Yeah. Oh, the flare from Double. He finds Shaman just in the tree. Spirit Vessel there. A nice pick off. This guy reads him like a book.
I keep my enemies close, and their corpses closer.
Krogos ends up dropping. I mean, losing him isn't the end of the world, but he lost any sort of map control and trying to get out these lanes. He's feeling so confident right now that he's running around by himself right now. He's looking for Cube. He might just find him, in fact. There he is.
Yeah, protected by Blur. I mean, Abyssal Blade comes out. Does he have the burst damage? Oh, the spear doesn't even need to connect as he just...
Magic immunity, he just ends up dying despite rolling up there.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do. The PA, like we said, any hero that she encounters, she will just melt right through them, and it's getting pretty bad.
Eat one of those.
Now looking for Envy. I think they managed to catch him on the edge of that rocket flare as it was flying out. So they're going to grab this bottom tier 2 tower. The last thing keeping their base alive. I mean, they'll have access to all these tier 3 towers and eventually mega creeps here. Phantom Assassin has buyback gold, has the Aghanim Scepter. There's so little that you're able to do. I mean, he can just jump Frogos.
And he buys out. Oh, I guess he doesn't have buyback for... No, it is. He just bought out, though. He just buys a Sanj and Yasha. He's ready to go. All right. This is big. As far as buybacks go, it's just Batrider and CM speed with the Aegis. Lasso does come out again. He's got 2 lives. Hookshot from double, but a 2-man stun. He may have put himself in a bad position, but Red 2, a huge resonant pulls in an even bigger arena. The A-Blast not going to connect onto Envy, but he Blades on in. That BKB now expired, and it is the entire team going to collapse on top of him. Envy falls. No buyback. Light Shader as well. 4 for none.
That's got to be it. There's nothing they're able to do without Envy. Like he just mentioned, he bought out there. The Sanj and Yasha didn't seem like it was huge, but I guess he was worried about that AA blast. He wanted to reduce the duration that was on when we get back in the fight, but they ended up missing. Now, you're trying to stall for time with his Rolling Thunder, but I don't think it's going to mean much. A and B, he's about to drop to a dagger coming out, and now
Giant snipes him, and that's a dieback. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be pretty much all the lanes. There's not much you can do here.
Yeah, there it is. The tips coming out onto A and B after Envy. E-Boys, they basically secured this game. They're having a good time.
Oh, Q bashed by the dagger. Oh no, 5 heroes down. I have negative $11 in my bank, says AMB. Yikes.
No integrity, no money. Oh no, the all chat coming out, and that's it. The GG is called an E-Boys. They take the series 2-0, and they get to stay in division number 2, winning $7,000 today, Ricky.
You can't run forever.
Feel the chill.